Hey everybody, welcome back to Messy Street Studio. So guys, I know y'all looking like, girl, what is it? I thought I would change it up. I'm gonna start to play with little wig colors and stuff like that. Okay guys, so today I wanted to talk about the story about Sade Robinson. And it was a really sad story. So first we're gonna listen to the news coverage of what happened to her, and then I'm gonna react to it, and I'm going to talk about the mistakes that she made in this whole situation. So let's listen first.
What's the fastest way? Community still looking for answers. The family of Sade Robinson faced her accused killer today for the first time since he was charged. Then they picked up the search for the teenager's body. Maxwell Anderson has been in custody for more than a week. This morning, prosecutors revealed their case, charging Anderson with homicide, mutilation, and arson. Jenna Ray was there in court with the family's reaction and their plea to the public.
Who the would do something like this to my beautiful baby? She hurt nobody. She harmed nobody.
An outpour of emotion from those closest to Sade Robinson.
Imagine trying to bury your niece with nobody for the service.
A Milwaukee family experiencing the unimaginable as we learn the gruesome details behind Sade's disappearance.
Me and my family would never be okay.
Police have only found Sade's leg, foot, and the clothes she was wearing the last night she was seen.
We just want to bring her back home.
Friends and family now taking it upon themselves to find Sade.
We are doing another search party to look for my cousin, Sade.
Court documents show Sade's phone was pinged at several different locations the night and morning after her disappearance, including Maxwell Anderson's home, Pleasant Valley Park, Kern Park, and Warnamont Park in Cudahy.
We need the public to come out and help. We need a lot more feet on the ground because we have a lot of ground to cover.
On Friday, friends and family spent the afternoon trudging through Kern Park in Milwaukee's River West neighborhood.
We just need everybody to come out and help us. We're going to be searching all day, even tomorrow, until we get what we need.
I need justice for Sade.
Justice for Sade. Justice will be served for my baby.
In Milwaukee, Jenna Ray, TMJ4 News.
Court documents say Anderson and Robinson were meeting up for that first date on Monday, April.
Okay, guys. So the first thing is I want to send my condolences out to her family, because I know it has to be really hard to hear that your loved one was pretty much chopped up like this and thrown all over the county. The second thing is that I remember it was another story of this black girl and her boyfriend. Her black boyfriend cut her up. I think that happened in New York, because like it's a lot of channels coming out acting like that ooh, this y'all got stay y'all women gotta stay away from those white men, cause ooh, they're crazy, and look, they do this to you and this, that, and the third. But I just had to tell you that there was an incident with this black girl, and they found her chopped up, and they found out that her black boyfriend did it to her. So please, let's not go there. Let's not go there. But anyway, so the first thing that I can say that Sadie, she's young too. You guys had look. I told you, I told you guys before what I feel about the sex laws. I think that they're bull crap. I think that the sex laws in the U.S. are bull crap. This guy was 30 years old, going out with a 19-year-old. You you see what I'm saying? But see, a lot of you parents, y'all agree with it. You guys agree with it. I don't think no 19-year-old is mature enough in the mind to be out on their own. I just don't think they're mature. Like they said before, the brain don't mature until 25. So why are we letting these young people go off on their own and stuff like that? Yeah, to give them independence and stuff, but God, she was only 19. She was still a baby. She was still a teenager. However you want to look at it. And the first mistake that she made is going back with him to his place on the first date. When you're on your first date, you had to really think, do you know this person? And even if you did know them like that, is it right to go back to their place like that? Because most people that want to take you back to their house, they want to isolate you, so that if they do try something, there's not going to be anybody to help you. Now they also said that they found like a X dungeon in his house, but they're saying, oh, that don't have nothing to do with that. We're not looking into that. Well, you need to look into all of that. You need to look into all the evidence that you have. Now they're saying that they don't think that he's done this before, but still do your research and make sure that you're doing your research and you're for sure and accurate that he has not done this before. Because to me, this was planned. He planned this whole thing, guys. He planned this whole thing with her. They should definitely be able to get him for premeditation, because the way they talking about it, he playing all of this, man. I don't care what nobody said. He playing this. And it's crazy because they found her whole leg, like her whole leg. He chopped her whole leg to her up to her hip. So they found a whole leg in the park. And then they found her foot in another place. You know how evil you have to be to do that to somebody. You have to be this man is very evil. And looking at his pictures, I would never ever went home with this dude. But the thing is, we're only seeing his booking picture. Booking pictures always look crazy. The majority of them do. But what did he actually? I would like to see pictures of him, what he looked like on that date. Because maybe he looked totally different. He probably looked totally different than his booking, than the pictures that they're showing us right now. So I would love to see what he looked like on that date.
They started at a Menominee Valley bar, the Twisted Fisherman, before heading over to Duke's on Water, which is in downtown Milwaukee. That phone is then traced to right here, Anderson's home at 39th in Oklahoma, and we know Robinson was never seen again. This new exclusive video appears to capture the moment investigators took Maxwell Anderson into custody near his home at 39th in Oklahoma, following a whirlwind investigation.
Let me tell y'all something. He had to gain her trust first. Okay, he had to gain her trust. Now, I had seen some text message from them too, and they were talking about the restaurant that they were gonna go to, and she was telling them, she was like, I love seafood, and that's when he knew, I'm gonna have to take this girl out so I can gain her trust. So he took her to that restaurant. He also took her somewhere else, and they were hanging out. And after that, after he got her trust, and he was like, okay, I have her trust now. Now I can ask her to go back to my house. And then that's when she went back, because she was probably like, hey, this guy is really nice. She's 19. You have to understand she's 19. She's a teenager. Hey, this guy's really nice. On top of that, he's an older guy. You know how it is with young girls and older guys. They have always younger women have always loved older guys, always. So she's probably like, oh yeah, oh he is so nice. He took me out to dinner, and then we went over here. Oh man, now he's taking me back to his place. Cause look, they already said that she was so excited. She was really excited to go on this date with this guy, and I just don't understand why he would do that to her. But he's a sicko. He's sick in the head. He's sick. And maybe he wanted to be the next. Maybe he wanted to be the next celebrity unaliver. Because a lot of people get off on that. A lot of people do stuff just so they can get in the headlines. So she was probably like, oh man, this is great. Now oh man, he wants me to come back to his house so we can spend more time together. Oh, I'm really feeling this guy. So she went. But I think when they got there, I don't think that when they got there, he just attacked her like that. They said some time had lapsed before he had did that. So he probably had to make sure everything was okay. He had everything situated to do all this because she was dismembered. And then he pounced on her. I don't know if she was they didn't really say how she passed away. They didn't say what he actually did to her to unalive her. But he had set her car on fire. People said they seen him on surveillance when he was on the bus to go back to his home. So they already know that he did this. But yeah, to me, he definitely needs to get a life sentence. He don't never need to be out, and they need to put him in population.
That started April 2nd.
Milwaukee County 911 dispatch received a call from Cudahy Police Department regarding a severed leg at Warnemont Park. Subsequently, a Milwaukee police officer who was aware of our investigation raised the possibility that the leg may be related to a missing person investigation that they were conducting.
That missing person, Sade Robinson. A criminal complaint released Friday says investigators used her cell phone records to follow her movements the night before on April 1st for what was supposed to be a first date with Anderson. After dinner and drinks, Robinson's phone was tracked to Anderson's home for 3 hours. An hour later, her phone pinged at Kern Park. And then following a drive across the city, its last trace to Warnemont Park, the same spot investigators found that severed leg. April 2nd, the Milwaukee police found Robinson's car torched near 31st and Lisbon, her clothes and phone in the trunk. 12 News has since learned footage from a city bus near...
And look, y'all, just looking at him, he don't even seem like he would be interested in a black woman. I'm not trying to be smart or trying to be funny, but just looking at him, he don't look like he's interested in black women. He targeted her because he probably saw her as weak. He was like, oh, she's a teenager. Oh, I could tell her anything.
Time and place captured Anderson. In the following days, police and Robinson's family searched that Walnut Hill neighborhood and found a foot and human flesh.
MPD returned to the area when Miss Robinson's family located her blanket. At this time, detectives located additional human remains.
DNA results on the foot are pending, but DNA results confirm the severed leg is Robinson's. Do you know how she died?
Can't comment on that.
Investigators also not detailing where the homicide occurred.
Because they don't know. They don't know. They're still investigating. Look, I found her blanket. Her dog, Coca Chanel, had died. And she made a blanket with her on there and her dog. And they found that blanket. Yeah, but on the first day, you know one gonna buy his house. Now, let me tell y'all something. Some people have weird lives. Yeah. But I think she was so excited. Or she was so happy. She might not even been dating like that. She might have started back dating again. Or like, oh my God. This guy is so nice. But for people to victim blame, because a lot of people are victim blaming, talking about, oh, she did the, it's her fault. It ain't her fault. It ain't her fault. She ain't know she was gonna run into a crazy maniac. Yeah, she made some mistakes, but who doesn't? I'm sure a lot of people that's judging her done made mistakes in their lives. But now, nobody should be victim blaming this girl. This is not her fault. It's not her fault that she got caught up with this crazy maniac.
Possible motive, a weapon, or what they found when they searched his home, other than blood in a bedroom and blood on the walls leading to the basement. Law enforcement sources told 12 News investigators did find what was described as a sex dungeon.
What did you find inside that home, specifically in the basement?
Cannot really say that at this time.
A hand of the shirt.
That's how most of the time, when it's an open investigation, you're not going to get any kind of information from them. They're always going to say, we don't know. You can't talk about that. But yeah, they said it was like an ex dungeon down there. Like, they said it was a lot of weird stuff in this home. Weird stuff.
Confirm they are reviewing other missing person cases to see if there's any connection to this one.
Right, Patrick, they're looking for any link
They
to
need
this
to.
case. But today, the sheriff did say right now they do not have any evidence that leads them to any other victims.
Anna Hilliard at 39th and Oklahoma in Milwaukee tonight.
I can't start getting lazy. Or not start getting lazy. on this one. Y'all got, oh yeah.
Need more time to file your taxes?
Y'all file y'all taxes. I hope y'all file y'all taxes. I think you can get an extension until October.
In that gruesome case. He is 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson. He's still being called a person of interest, and he is locked up on probable cause. Investigators have found 4 body parts across 3 different locations across Milwaukee.
That dude look crazy. Like, it's like his eyes are squinty, like death. He looks weird. Man, if she would came to me, like, if she was my friend, and she would came to me like, girl, I'm about to go on this date with this guy, and you check him out for me, looking like that, I would have been like, absolutely not, sis. Absolutely not. But why he seemed like he know? No. Sometimes you gotta take a look at people a couple times. Remember that time on Booty Call when she had called Vivica? No, when Vivica had called her, and Vivica was like, girl, no. She had called Vivica, because Vivica was over there with Jamie Foxx, and they was getting it on or whatever. And she was like, she said, take a look at him, and you tell me if you need a condom or not, if you don't need some type of protection, girl. And she looked at him, and his face was all crazy looking. I was like, yeah, sometimes you gotta take a look. You gotta take more than one look at a person. Like, you really have to look at them. Really look at them. Look at everything. Look at their eyes. Man, if she would have known body language, oh man, I bet he was showing all kinds of body language that he wasn't cracked. I know you're like, damn, we too lot. I do, because before I used to eat really fast, but it ain't that. You gotta really chew your food down. Practically until it's nothing. And they'll also help you lose weight. Because it'll give your body time and be like, okay, I'm full. But yeah, I chew my food up.
One in Warnemont Park, the only one confirmed to be connected to Maxwell. During a search last night, officials say a search team found new discoveries in Warnemont Park. Still not exactly clear what they discovered. Meanwhile, search crews back out today looking for 19-year-old Sade Robinson. She's been missing since April 1st. The next day, her car was found burned out near 30th and Lisbon, not far from where some of those human remains have been found. Investigators are still not linking Sade's disappearance to Maxwell Anderson or to any of the human body parts. Megan Lee, though, digging into Maxwell's past. She joins us live from downtown with what you've been able to find out today. Megan?
Yes, Steve, ever since we found out that Maxwell Anderson was a person of interest in the severed leg investigation, we've been digging in deeper, trying to find out who Anderson is. I mean, today I learned that he did work at Duke's on Water as well as some other bars in the area, and he used to frequent this area a lot. We also dug into his criminal history. 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson is in custody as a person of interest in the severed leg found in Cudahy April 2nd. However, this isn't his first run-in with the law. Court records show Anderson has a history of disorderly conduct. In a 5-year span from 2014 to 2019, the Milwaukee man pleaded guilty to 3 separate counts of disorderly conduct, as well as criminal damage to property and intimidating a witness. Most recently, Anderson was found guilty on a second offense OWI. Now Anderson is in Milwaukee County Sheriff's custody as the only known person of interest in the severed leg investigation. Prosecutors were in court Tuesday morning asking for an extension to hold Anderson longer without charges. This comes as investigators are waiting for test results. A court commissioner granted a prosecution request to extend a probable cause hold on Anderson for 72 more hours. Anderson's attorney declined to make a comment. However, he said if Anderson is charged, he would reconsider. Steve?
Megan, any word on when we could see those charges?
I did hear from the district attorney's office today, and they said that no charging.
Yeah, so that can only hold you for 72 hours, so they better get to it. You mean he can go free? That's crazy. She was pretty too. I think that it said she was in college. And she was gonna go to the Air Force or something, and she wanted to go into she wanted to go into law. I don't know if she wanted to be a police officer or maybe a lawyer. I don't know. Yeah, don't ever go to no man's house with her on no first date.
Decisions would be made, so it's 5 o'clock now, so I don't know if those decisions would be made this evening, but we can probably expect any word on charges in the coming days. Live in Milwaukee, Megan Lee, TMJ4 News.
72 hours gets us to Friday.
Woo, these are spicy noodles. This is crazy, guys. Yeah, and y'all, y'all know one thing that I kind of asked myself about taxes. And you know how you get a refund or whatever. Why is it that we only get half of the money? Why can't we get all of the money back that we made for that year? You know what I'm saying? Why is it cut all the way in half? I think they playing us, yo, for real. What? Nothing we can do about it. They said it was 3 sets of body parts discovered in Milwaukee. They didn't really say the other. I know they found her leg and her foot, but they didn't say the other um, body parts like the torso, her arms, the head. Mm-mm-mm. I'm trying to find some more. Now, the guy that's charged with it, Maxwell Anderson, his lawyer, his attorney is trying to say that I forgot. Let me see what his. I forgot what he's trying to say. Let me see what his lawyer's defense is.
Starting today,
Ago, prosecutors filed charges in a case of a severed leg found at a Cudahy park. Police arrested Maxwell Anderson last week, 2 days after someone discovered that severed leg at Warnemont Park on the shores of Lake Michigan. Just moments ago, prosecutors charged Anderson with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilation of a corpse, and arson, all in connection to the death of 19-year-old Sade Robinson, who was last seen in Milwaukee just the day before that leg discovery. Now, since the severed leg turned up in Cudahy, more body parts have been found all across Milwaukee County, including near 31st and Galena this past weekend. In that same area, police found a burned car near 30th and Lisbon on April 2nd. Family of we know related to the severed leg case and Sade Robinson's disappearance. We've been following the very first day. You just click on this story in the 12 News app.
Okay, this is the press conference of it. So I don't know. I don't know what the guy Maxwell, what his attorney is saying. I remember watching the video, but I don't really remember what he said. But he's trying to say that he didn't do it, and that all the evidence ain't there. Something like that he said. Which is crazy because all the evidence is there, but he's a lawyer. He has to figure out some way to get around this so he can possibly win this case.
No? All right. Not that we're counting or anything, no pressure.
Okay, I guess they're getting set up.
Milwaukee County Sheriff Danita Ball, Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman. A little bit of housekeeping really quickly. You probably know this. If you don't, you probably should not be here. Sheriff Ball, DENITABALL. Chief Norman, JEFFREYNORMAN. We good? Great. Okay, so we're here for a briefing on an ongoing investigation for human remains that were discovered early last week, and again, all the subsequent information that has come after that. I have to tell you, this briefing may be brief because there are a number of questions we may not be able to answer. That said, Sheriff Ball, Chief Norman will give you what they can, and on that, I will hand it off to the Sheriff.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to give a brief update regarding the severed leg that was found and some of the human remains that have been found throughout Milwaukee County. As you know, on April the 2nd at approximately 5:29 p.m., Milwaukee County 911 dispatch received a call from Cudahy Police Department regarding a severed leg at Warnemont Park. It was near the golf course and the pumping house. And so the leg was amputated from the around the hip down.
Can you imagine starting your day off and say, oh, I'm going to go to the park? You feeling good going to the park and seeing a severed leg, a whole leg. It makes me so angry. It makes me so angry and mad that this man already had a criminal background and you guys let him out. You guys let him out knowing that he had a criminal background. And everybody always talking about, oh, well, it was petty. Oh, it was petty theft. Or it was petty this or petty that. It was a misdemeanor. It don't matter if those crimes that those people do are misdemeanors. This proves that you can have a misdemeanor charge and have criminal background and you can up it. Some people up the ante. And this guy Maxwell, he's a perfect example of that. Now he's arrested for unaliving somebody. He upped it. He upped the ante. So I don't like when people say, "Oh, that's just petty. He just did petty theft." Or we'll just give him a slap on the wrist. Cause look, you guys gave that man a slap on the wrist, and he was out. You guys knew he had a criminal background. You guys knew that, and you guys still let him out, like y'all doing today. They're letting people out because they talking about, oh, it's just a misdemeanor. It doesn't matter if it's a misdemeanor.
And as a result, the leg appeared to be that of an African-American female.
Okay, guys, let me cut this. I'm gonna go take a quick break, and then I'll be back with part 2 of the Sade Robinson story. We're gonna really get into this. I'm gonna do a reaction on this press conference. So don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.